Doing what all good gardeners are doing, organizing our seeds. We have a lot more than I realized. We have all this stuff from Baker Creek, some of which we ordered and some which Jess gave us from Roots and Refuge. And then we have these loofahs that some viewers gave us that got one of our puppies. This is super exciting. We think we're gonna do an experiment today and plant a bunch of stuff really early, kind of just see how it does. Our winters are mild. They can change at any moment and be super freezing cold, but you just never know. So why not do an experiment with old seeds?
Right. We're having a bike recycling morning. Is it still morning? It is. And just breaking down a bunch of these bikes and kind of cannibalizing parts and coming up with a few bikes that work. I just fixed Joyce's bike.
We're shifting that red bike.
Yeah, that's right. Let's use this rim and wheel on that one because this wheel is smashed and it got run over by a car. Justice and I are working on rendering some lard. We have all these packs of pork fat in here. Most of it is leaf fat, which makes the best cooking lard. All right, we'll start that over. Now it's Justice, Grace, Brighton, and Daddy. I just called him Brighton. This is not Brighton, this is Wilder.
You always call him Brighton.
I do that a lot. Can you help me get his head up? He passed out.
He couldn't hang.
Thanks.
Let me check his little face. Okay.
I saw your t-shirt. Where did you get that cool shirt?
Pasture Raised Kids. Below this video, you can get one for your very own. All different colors and styles and sizes. And for your kids too.
I'm gonna put it on high, add a little bit of water to keep it from burning or sticking at first. All that water will evaporate off, and then we'll plan on leaving it for a couple hours. We'll check back in and show you what's next in the process. The kids have beat me out to the garden. We're gonna spread out some more wood chips in these paths, but they've already been out here and started right here. I invited Brianna out here for a little, not even spring fling, just a celebration of us having these beds basically ready. We're gonna plant a few seeds.
Yeah, we're just gonna see what's gonna happen.
It's an experiment. It's actually a gamble because if the weather's right, they actually could do fine, and we could get the very earliest grains possible.
No, we can do early.
What are you planting? Kale. We're excited about having an early garden.
Yeah, we might be a little too excited. Never hurts to experiment, unless that experiment costs you a lot of money, and this one costs us $0. Just about 5 minutes a time. So do some experimenting. Don't be afraid to experiment. I mean, honestly, I've looked at the weather. It's not, this is like the coldest day for the next more than a week.
It's supposed to rain too, so we don't really need to water anything.
No, I mean the ground's saturated.
One rhubarb plant. Some more may come up through that mulch. Okay, it's been about 6 hours since I put this pork fat in here. It's mostly liquid fat in there. I'm gonna spread a muslin, I think, cloth. It's kind of like a cheesecloth in here. Tell me if I'm coming even close to overflowing my big bowl.
You are. Oh, no, you're not.
And then I'm gonna dump these little bits of fat, and it's just like kind of the leftovers of the fat into this frying pan. We'll gather up our cheesecloth with a little bit of solids in there, and we'll transfer those solids into here. Everything is very hot, so be careful. Figured it would be a good time to render some lard, because we're going to need to get comfortable with lard, because we have all these lard hogs we're going to butcher here soon, and they can be as much, their hanging weight can be as much as half fat. I'm just going to wipe off these rims here really good. The last thing I'm doing is cooking down the cracklings, which are just the leftover solids after you render lard. And I've added some salt, I've added a little bit of seasoning. They're these fatty, just melt in your mouth little crunchy bits. Amazing. But you can use them as seasonings or put them in cornbread and make crackling cornbread.
Have you made lard before?
Yes.
I never have. I was planning to make it, but I never got to it. Thank you. And can I taste the cracklings? Are they ready?
They're ready. Just don't burn yourself. I mean, they'll be readier a bit later, but...
It actually is a crackling. What is it?
It's just the leftovers from making lard. It's like fat solids, a little bit of meat, whatever's in there that's you can't melt down.
It's just like crunchy fat.
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible? Make some cracklings? You're a crackling. I actually really love to cook with lard, so I'm very excited. And we better love it because we got lard hogs.
Got lard coming.
A bunch of lard on its way.
Thank you very much for joining us.